What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Planet Crafter, Humble Edition, where today we are going to sort out this mess. I'm essentially going to make a base, crafting station, a huge amount of stuff, essentially. Huge amount. It's why it's so long, large. That was our old one over there. We're going to start by finding a base for our there. Need these. Need some titanium and some super alloy. And we have it sort of set for the middle over here. It's about exactly 41 long, or wide in this case. And this is the exact middle. It's not exactly like that because there are bends and stuff, so it's going to be a bit rough. But we're going to fit this, hopefully. Right about there. It's not exactly in the middle like I'd like it to be, but it doesn't exactly snap. That's the best we can do. This is going to be the back building. Central building is going to be like right in front of it. It's going to be going pretty tall. One of the buildings, probably the one on the right, is going to be the crafting. The one on the left is going to be food growing. The back will be basically all my personal essentials. Front's going to be some stuff. Not too sure yet. Still in the planning phase, obviously. So we need to get some basics for just a basic one. We're gonna have a wall in between it. Or a little, not a wall, a corridor? Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. A little corridor in between. Heading back over here, we're going to have the central building be a 2. We're going to need those. It'll be a 2x3, so we're going to be adding 2 more of those to it. It's looking okay so far. And directly off to each side, we're going to have one more going there. One more going here. And then hopefully I can get this centered. Looking good. And one more going here. Okay, the central one is only going to go about 2 floors, maybe 3. These are going to go up about 5. I'll probably only do 2 on the central one. Or maybe just have that a singular floor. Like that is the entranceway. Not too sure yet. We'll decide later. For now, we're going to need a lot. Oh. Unfortunately, this is where the actual difficult part comes in. It still doesn't have a good snapping system for putting buildings on top of buildings. It's a bit finicky. Come on. Fucking. Nope, you're crooked. That's good. One more over this way. Okay, we got the third floor on. This is getting, as I said, a bit finicky. I kind of did it something like this before in the last one, but it doesn't seem to be going like it did in that one. Oop, I think I found the spot. Maybe. There we go. So our essential plan is to have this tall enough to where we can fit one of these tier 2 aquariums in between it. Have that floating kind of like in between the building. So I think we're going to need to go 2 more. Not to mention there's both going to be storage and crafting, so I've changed my mind a little bit. Instead of doing a 3x3 on the back one, we're going to do a full-on roundish building. Fortunately, these buildings have just as hard of a time to do that. Put them down as the other ones. So a bit of a pain. Finally, we're going to top it off with a glass one. This one has even a harder time. Snapping into place. In fact, it doesn't actually snap. Always feels like it's off center no matter what I'm doing. I think I have a way to do this. Oh, shush you. See if we can do this. We need a singular, so we're gonna need 2 singulars. Yeah, I think that worked. Kind of looks like it did. Unfortunately, it's nighttime, so you can't really see. But it seems to be a full one, so it's looking good. Get a better view of it when it gets to daytime, and we'll definitely be putting glass windows across all of the walls, so it'll look much better later. And I think it's looking good. I did decide to transform that smaller one in the middle into a dome. This is like a greeting place. Kind of like it like that. It's looking quite nice. So now we just have to figure out what we're going to do inside of it. The right one's definitely going to be a crafting area. The left one's definitely going to be... I don't think the left one will be food anymore. I think I'm going to put the left one as pure storage, because we do need a lot of storage. Especially for when we just actually start getting into the whole optimizing our drills and the like and all that jazz. So we might have that for storage, this for food, and we might do a third hall, because this is going to be done too. Getting a couple of things here for actual crafting. Maybe a 2-story hall. Who knows? Kind of like a warehouse shape. That'd be good. Need some food. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is add windows to our little project over here. I'm gonna keep the walkways unwindowed, at least for now. I might change it as we go. Okay, and before we continue on with that, let's head on over here. And I put it central to this little line right here. Over this way. Do a secondary one. Over here. Third. And I think this will be the last one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Can't put a glass roof here because we do not have any titanium on us. Okay. And that's kind of what it's going to end up looking like. Unfortunately, we are essentially out of cobalt. I can't do the amount of windows that I did on that one just yet. We're going to have to wait for it to refill. We did go in here and finish putting all of our steps in here, though. Or ladders. As well as through here. So it is looking pretty good. I'm going to just place the rest view on this one. Just to give it a good view. It does look empty right now, but we will eventually fill it all the way out. I have an image in mind. And hopefully I can fulfill it. But for now, we're going to go and get off here for the day. I'm going to finish that in a little bit, because I have to wait for the cobalt to essentially build back up. That's a lot of cobalt right there. As well as the back one. However, next time, we will be working on the next building. We're not going to be filling this out until we finish the entire place for the buildings that we plan on. So, thank you for watching. And as always, have a great day. We'll see you next time.